studying to be a shaman.
All right, we are currently live. I'm gonna that bit. Now you just have to make it. Are you too low?
Yes.
Okay, so what we need to do is.
Okay, so if I hit the little chat button, I'll see what people are saying.
It should already come up. Better?
No, can't see, just your boobs. And your tattoos.
Jeez. Trash in my place.
If I can bring this up, the screen,
I
that
can
would
do
be
that
good.
too.
Take out the small one.
But it's gonna fall forward.
Alright.
Take the small one and put the big one.
But I still have to like make it so it doesn't fall forward.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure maybe
Somebody-
scissors?
No.
Try pushing it back a little. Alright, sorry guys, we're having temporary malfunctionings. Wait, is it on?
People are just looking at your boobs.
Dang it! Alright. Oh, jeez. Wait, what am I
I'm
doing?
trying to think.
I just need... Now we just need this piece, I think, now. No? And wait, and the scissors.
Something you have to put it at an angle.
There.
Yeah, good.
Yay!
If this thing falls during...
Just put your finger on it.
I know.
Just to hold it there.
It should. Good?
Yeah.
Now it's good. No?
It
Put
was
it back?
good. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need it up higher?
It's okay. I can't see the top of your head.
Okay, so
So like here up. Is that okay?
somebody lift it very gently.
Okay. Yeah, another book.
Lift episode gently.
They like that.
Alright, wait. Okay, go. Okay, we good?
It will work. Still can't see it from
Okay,
here.
wait,
though.
hold on. We're going rogue here.
If you go back a little bit.
I can't go back because I'm doing the cards.
Oh, that's right.
Woman, get it right. Somebody just needs to pick up this one, just that top one. It should be fine. Look, you get to look at all the books I have. See, Carly? I can't see you, Carly.
That's good.
Alright, now I'm gonna go to my page. Because I get to see everybody's comments. Okay, I'm not going live. Or I'm not on live. Why am I not on live? Why am I not on live? This sucks.
Look at the comments.
Are people commenting?
Yep.
Yay. Why can't I see that I went live? This sucks. Maybe it's on my laptop. There I am. I see myself. Alright. Cool. Okay, guys. Jen Smith. Hi. Farah, hello. Maybe she didn't have her cereal today. Okay, so there's this thing, Carly. Farah and Giselle and I think a bunch of other ones started this where I was like, I have to go get some cereal and eat because I'm super hungry. So now everybody says I have to have my cereal
Did
to
you
eat.
Did you have your cereal?
I did. I did that night. I think I did at least. I can't remember. I'm gonna go on this and mute it so I can see the comments coming in. lots of comments coming in. Hi, Shauna.
Maxie came to join the party.
Hi. Hi, Becky. Hi, Marla. Bridget. Patty. Lisa. Giselle. Where are your glasses? Oh, I always get yelled at for this. All right, I'll be back. I'll go get my glasses. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. I got my glasses on. I just need a little. Crap. There's glitter all over them. Okay. Maxie, what you doing? Okay, let's see what people are saying. Squinty. Girl, did you eat your Wheaties today? They don't have a cereal emoji, so I went to the ice cream sundae in a bowl. Close enough. Hey, Noelle. I did not eat my cereal today. I am actually pretty tired, guys. So I am actually wondering how this show's going to actually go. I did a lot of readings yesterday at that event. I think there was people walking by thinking I was like hurting these people because they would hug me and cry. Probably walking past going, what's happening over there? Okay. I think they're clean. Okay, so my monitors tonight are Cardly.
Hi.
I love it. She doesn't want to be seen, just heard.
No.
And maybe not even heard. And my other one is Farah. Farah, give us a thumbs up. She's going to be our online monitor. Because we don't know how long Carly's going to hold out.
I'm tired.
She's super tired. She just got in from California. She's my bestie from California. She is a psychologist, professor. No, you have to tell them. I don't know.
I am a counselor, and I am currently a professor of counseling.
There you go. See? Professor. She's awesome. Anyhow. That's what she does. I found out who lives in 101. Noelle, that's awesome. Let's send her love and light. Oh my gosh, Giselle, that would be awesome because I really need it tonight. Katie says I live in California. See, now you can make friends.
Yeah.
And hang out. Because, hi Terry. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm going to put my little mouse over this way now. Because I need this area. And I have to call in. I think it's 10 minutes before.
Farrah said, so are we pulling an all-nighter?
Oh, dear God. No, I can't. Only because Justin is home. He is home. He's downstairs doing a fire with Eden, my daughter's in. And she and him are having a fire out back. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'll probably talk to you guys and answer some questions for about 10-20 minutes, I guess. And then I will probably go. My whole shop is down in my car right now. So I have a lot to do when I get to my shop tomorrow. Are we going rogue tonight? I don't know if we're going to go rogue. I have no idea what we're even going to talk about. Michael has not said anything. I probably do need my mouse actually a little bit because I need to inbox Michael. Just see what time he wants me to call in. Where are you at, Michael? Where are you at? Let's see. Michael. There he is. What can I do? Yay! Teresa, we always go rogue, even when we don't mean to. I know, Shauna, you're gonna have to come in and meet her. Are there any spirits with you today? There are always spirits with me. It just depends if I am blocking them away from me. Okay, let me put this over here. So it looks like I'm like doing a sideways deal when I'm talking to everybody. Okay, guys. I know you guys are going to be listening in, but I'm going to give you guys the number anyway. I'm going to... This is the number to call in. Okay. There you go, guys. No, Katie, I'm not on yet. In his show Eastern time, I hope. I don't know. There's Michael. There he is. There's the man of the hours. Everybody say hi, Michael. He's so awesome. Okay, Shauna, thank you. What was I saying? Crap. Oh, was it Katie? Katie, I got on early at 8:30. We're gonna do the show live on Facebook. Because I feel like if we go live, then it's gonna get a lot of people to donate to Michael's show, which, you know, he's always taking donations. And then the donations that we're doing tonight for the homeless organization that Michael's doing tonight. So I feel like everybody could benefit from helping others. So that's why I'm doing it live. Everybody's saying hi, Michael. Yeah, you guys have to like Michael's pages, go on his radio show and like his show. He's awesome. He gets all kind of really neat people on his show. So, what are you looking at?
No, I was looking at me. Sure, this was gonna not.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the tops.
Well, those two, of course.
Yeah. I keep wanting to play with my pendulum. So,
I was looking
at the setup, it's so rigged. Oh God! If only I could turn the camera around to show everybody. I can't though. Okay, so Farah, your job is, if we get anybody on, you and Carly are going to, like, you know, everybody, if I'm doing the show and we're going to have people come on and go, hey, what's she doing? What's she up to? Or they're going to ask, like, certain questions. I need you guys to just say, hey, she's doing this radio show. We're all watching it live. And if they have questions, then just say, hey, she'll answer it after she's done with the show. And then just remind me who needs questions answered. So I'm going to actually give Carly a little note thing here. And then, oh, that just went everywhere, didn't it? All the black tourmalines everywhere. Yeah, if you need more, I can get you more. Black or blue. So Farah, you and Carly will like keep a list of like who needs questions answered. I've got pad and pen ready. I wear my pendulum all the time. Do I need to clean it? Yeah, Katie, you're gonna want to clean that. Sea salt and ice water for about 15 minutes, as long as it's tumbled and not raw. Like, for example, like this. I should do it that way. This, like that would be raw, and this would be tumbled. Okay, I knew she was gonna start going rogue. My pendulum lies to me. Shauna, you cracked me up. Oh, Angela, you listened to Michael's show. That's awesome. That's great. So, Carly, you're a newbie at this. How are you feeling tonight? How's Carly feeling
I told
tonight?
you I don't want to be on this. Don't try to lure me in.
How's my professor doing in the corner?
Good. Just hanging out in the professor chair. Doesn't it look like one?
Oh my god, I almost spit up my tea. Your professor chair. Do you want the stool to put your feet up?
No. Okay.
I love you.
Maxie and I are having a session.
Oh yeah, he's really into it.
Yes, I'm putting him to sleep.
He is so out. He's like, my Eden's in, but she drains the crap out of me, and I need occasional napping time.
How are you feeling about the show?
I am nervous. I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
Hey Val, my sissy's on.
Hi, Valerie.
That's Carly, Valerie. Miss you too. I actually met you because of Michael's show. So grateful. Aw, Patty, you did? That's awesome. I didn't know that. See, I'm learning something new. Look, I'm throwing hearts up. I'm throwing my own hearts up. Do you see my hearts? Come on.
Yep. Making it rain. Hearts.
I miss the little purple flowers they used to put up.
Oh, I like this.
I don't like this mean one. I'm not even pressing it. That's just going to bring on negativity. Oh, look, Farrah's doing hearts now. It's love. It's love coming to us. So, alright, let me mess with these now. Let's get some energy on them. Hi, sweet cheeks. Patty says hi. Hi, Patty. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I gotta make sure all my cards are straightened out. Nothing upside down. Look, I already got upside downs. It's not good. I do not read reversed cards, only because they bring on negativity, and I don't do the negative. If you pull in positive, everything will be positive. I should ask the cards how the show's gonna go tonight. I wonder if we're gonna get a stickler. Call it 9. Okay, he said call it 9. Okay. Thanks, Michael. Just put this. It's so quiet.
Katie wants to know if she has to get on the radio to get a reading.
When my friend and I met you at the Cancer Conference, you completely amazed us and helped us. Can't wait to meet with you in person again. Amber, that's awesome. Thank you. Wait, who said what?
Katie was wondering if she has to get on the radio to get a reading.
Yeah, Katie, yeah. What's going to happen is, hey, from Australia. Awesome, you're on. Farrah misses the flowers too. Yeah, you're going to call into that number that I provided, which I can do it again. I'll provide it again. What happens is the reason, because we're doing donations tonight, so whoever makes a donation gets a reading. So if you call into the radio show to get a reading, you're going to make a donation to the Hope for Homeless, I believe it's called. I have to check that again. I feel like I'm messing up the name, but I might be right. I don't know. We'll see. So if you want a reading, it's making a donation, and then you get your reading. So yeah, just call in, and I don't know how much the donation fee is. Michael would know that better than me, but I'm pretty sure he'll go over all of that. You guys will hear once I go live. So yep. Okay. Hi, Heather. Noelle, again, I don't know. Hi, John. John DiPartola. He's so awesome. I love the crap out of him. Thank you, Farah. Farah provided the number for us. She's so awesome. She's on it. So, guys, just to give you a heads up again, Farah is the online monitor, and Carly, who's here presently. Hi, Janice. Hi, Dawn. Oh, they're $20, Terry? Okay. And Carly is my in-person monitor, so she'll be typing here at the desk here with me. I just need to make sure all my cards are legitly up straight and not reversed. I don't like them reversed. There's Michael. He said it's 20. Okay, Love in Action. Okay, that's what it's called. I thought it was Love, Hope for the Homeless. I was totally way off, Michael. I'm so sorry. I got that kind of wrong. My bad. There should be an organization called Hope for the Hopeless or Homeless. That'd be cool. That'd be a neat name. Oh, what was that? Background. Okay, going back up. Going back down, going back up. Okay. Michael, do you have an idea? Christina, you can call in now. Okay, I'm calling in now. Michael, I wanted to see what we were going to talk about tonight, or are we just winging it? We're going rogue on the radio. Going rogue on the radio. As Farrah would call it, going rogue on the radio. Alright, I'm calling in now. I'll put it on speaker so everybody can hear. Okay.
Verizon Wireless, your call can now be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Do you know what I did? I put 374. I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my phone? I was like, what's happening? This isn't good. Okay.
Love Voice Radio.
I know, me
Your
too,
show
Farah.
is scheduled to start in 3 minutes, 31 seconds. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
What? Oh yeah, she's English. Farah, we can do that. Farah, we can do that. Suicide prevention event? Yeah, we can definitely do that. I came to your store a while ago and my grandmother came through during a reading and you were giving. I've been wanting to go to the store again. Loved it. You're great. Thank you, Ben. That's awesome. I like hearing that the work I do helps people. That's why I do it. It gives me a lot of joy that I'm helping people. Farah is a riot, guys. I'm telling you what. If any of you are tired, like me and Carly, she will wake you right up. She cracks me up. Everybody get your cereals. We're going rogue. I feel like we're in the elevator. This is elevator music. She had an English accent. I know, I love English accents. I think it's great. I don't know if Michael actually picks this kind of music because I know another blog radio show that kind of has similar music. Are you nervous?
No. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
A little.
Except for monitor.
Oh, they all start the same. I need to get my butt there one day. The lady on the radio must. Oh, I already read that. Are you gonna dance for us? I will dance right now. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, I'm not dancing anymore. That was just really bad. But that's my elevator dance music. There you go, guys. That's all you get tonight. I don't know. Michael, pick up. We're calling you. Farrah. Michael, pick up. We're calling you. Get up and boogie. I don't know Gerard yet. I guess it'll depend on who calls in. I just need their first name so I can separate them from all the energies that are trying to call in. That's my goal tonight. All you see is my body dancing.
Blog Talk Radio.
Carly, I'm getting sad. Teresa said, oh my god, I was joking. I swear I've never seen my granny do that same dance. Hey, I'm live on the radio, babe. Come here. You wanna come say hi to everybody real quick? Your hair is a little cray-cray, but... Say hi, this is Eden, my daughter. You have to get down a little bit. Right here. No, you gotta come this way. They're right there.
Yeah, look at this one.
They're right there. Hi.
I can't see myself on there.
Not yet. You have to wait. It's a little lagged.
Oh, okay.
Go wash. Okay, goof.
Just stop all over.
Yeah. Her face cracks me up. What, are people saying stuff? Quick, everyone pull out your phones and light them up and wave them back and forth. Aww. Yeah, Noelle, she is my twin. Really, Farrah? That's how you sound? With your English accent? Charlie Brown characters. Yeah, that's what my cup is. This one was Eden's because she had a favorite blanket. You had the Charlie Brown one that I loved. I love Charlie Brown. Spark the lighters. Wait, hold on. I love you guys. She's like, I'm so glad you went live tonight. It's been a rough couple days. Old school drive-in movies waiting for the movie to bloody start. I would ask you to ring me, but it might cost you a fortune to ring Ireland. Gerard, we can do FaceTime or Facebook. How do I do it? How do you do what, Ruth Ann? how do you donate? Does it ensure a reading? Ruth Ann, yeah, you would call the number. This number.
Welcome everybody to Journey into the Light. We are live here on a Sunday evening, and hope you all are doing good. And got a great show lined up for you now at the 9 o'clock Eastern time slot. As we always get a little more serious at our 9 o'clock time. We kind of look at our priorities of doing this show, and I talk with you, and we bring on an amazing guest at 9 o'clock time for you. And tonight is no exception, as the divine medium, Christina Watts, is here, my good friend, and it's great to have her back. It's been about a year. Boy, time flies by, but since Christina's been on the show, and Christina is going to tell her story to you guys, so I don't want to impede on that, but she has an amazing connection to the other side. And I remember the shows we used to do, one show when she channeled the Mother Mary, and that was truly unbelievable to ask questions of the Mother of Jesus. Literally, I was just about speechless on that show, to be honest with you, and that's hard for a radio host of almost 10 years to say that. But Christina is going to be taking your calls, and as we do at the 9 o'clock shows, we dedicate the show to the homeless mission, Love in Action, which is everything. I believe that the song that you just listened to, that I'm the only Jesus some will ever see, and that song could never be so accurate as with the homeless community, because when I go around, and I've been doing this for over half a year now on a regular basis, when I go around to the homeless community, their eyes, especially the folks who know me, their eyes light up. And other than that, it's not pretty, because so many, they're used to people totally, they're invisible to the public. And that is so sad. But I want to tell you guys a story, especially the people who haven't listened to the show recently, of what Love in Action, our homeless mission, has done for a guy that we have adopted. His name is Burles, and Burles is a guy who is about 70 years old now. And I saw him not at the corner asking for money. He was pushing a couple of shopping carts. And I heard a message, this is the guy you need to help. And he had a couple of shopping carts full of cans. And I pulled up alongside of him, which he was shocked to see me pull up beside him. And at first he was a little scared, thinking someone was going to mess with him. And when I told him I was with the homeless mission and I wanted to help him and wanted to talk with him, and he told me his story. And his story was he was kicked out of his home at age 14 years old. Not because he did drugs or whatever you might be thinking. It's because he wanted to go to church. And his family told him, his parents told him no. And he went with his friend's parents. And when his family found out about this, they kicked him out of the house at age 14. He's been homeless pretty much since then, but at least he told me for the last 20 years straight. And I said, we are going to help you as much as we can. And because the only help he gets is for the cans. And I found out about a month ago that Burles was in a storm that came through our town of the city of Oklahoma City. The storm of winds up to 100 miles an hour, hail the size of baseballs. And And I said, how did you make it through that? And he said, I jumped in the dumpster at the corner, a filthy dumpster, and he put the lid over his head. And I just about cried, and I said, we're going to assist you as much as you can. Maybe you can find safety at least for those nights. And one thing led to another, and we thought he was in a garage / apartment, but when I found him the other week, he told me that the lady was no longer letting them stay there. It was only for bad weather, and now that the weather's starting to clear up, dry out, he was back on the street, sleeping on sidewalks, park benches. And I said, would that lady rent out that apartment / garage if I went and talked with her and made an arrangement? And he said, yes. He said, it was so encouraging me to go talk to her now. So I went over there and talked with her, and she was a beautiful Christian soul, and she knew Burroughs for the last 6 years in the neighborhood. And the bottom line is that we as a group here of Love in Action went ahead and paid for Burroughs to be in the apartment / garage for the whole next year. And Burroughs has electricity now. He has running water, fan, and even a TV if he wants. Though Burroughs said he has no interest in the TV. But Burroughs is no longer homeless, and that is the goal of Love in Action. And that's what spirituality is, folks. Spirituality is love. Spirituality is not being a psychic or a spiritual radio host. It's love and showing that love. Mm-hmm. And that's what I have said on this show all 9 years. What we do on this show and help the callers is beautiful. And we're going to keep doing that. But as a body of spiritual, like-minded people, as a group, we can do so much better. And we've helped people like Melvin, who lost his son. His son was shot and killed, and then shortly after that, he was going to be homeless. And we raised $1,400 for Melvin on this show in 10 days so he could get caught back on his rent and paid back on his utilities. That is what we can do. That is what this show is about. That is where my intention is of this show. So tonight, and what we do on our 9 o'clock shows, we make it a win-win for everybody. You get an amazing reading. The homeless people get helped. And it's love all around. So what we do is go to the GoFundMe link on the show page, or you can even use your PayPal. Our PayPal address is on the show page. Donate $20 or more, and you'll be the callers coming out to speak to Christina Watts tonight here on this show. And knowing, we had a caller the last show that said, hey, I'm doing pretty good right now. I would like to give back now. Well, this is something beautiful to give back, because we're all connected. 70% of Americans are paycheck to paycheck, so most people are one paycheck from being homeless, or a medical tragedy, or a natural disaster. I was through a tornado in 2013, 2008. We were through the economic crash that happened in the world. We lost our house, our car, we lost everything. But the mission keeps going, the love keeps going, and so we're going to have a great show. But Christina Watts here tonight, and you're going to have an amazing reading. So please go on to the links that are on the show page, and so we can bring you up here on the show, put you in line to speak to Christina Watts, and then I'll be coming to you in the screening room. The phone number again to call into the radio show, 347-884-8245 is the number to come on to the show. and we are going to now bring in Christina wants to journey into the light. And let me go to my switchboard here, and I'm going to have to go with memory here. Do I remember Christina's phone number? I know her area code, but there's a lot of people from 814 calling. So let's do this. Okay. All right. And Christina, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, hang on here. Christina, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Hey, we found you. Welcome back. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I've been watching you for the last 45 minutes on your Facebook page with all your fans.
Yeah.
Hello to all of them.
I know. They're
Very
great.
nice.
They're
The
great.
people you have.
They're wonderful people.
Yeah, they really are. So, before we go into a little of a discussion here, Christina, what's your thoughts of Love in Action? You know, I know you're all about helping others.
We actually were starting our own healing center where we were taking donations, and one of the biggest things we were helping with were we have a drug issue here in Johnstown that's pretty high, and my goal started when I helped a young man, and he actually got off drugs. He went to school. He's now a nurse in Florida. He moved away from the area, and he kind of inspired me to continue helping others with drugs and homelessness. And we were going to make these divine packages where we had condiments and all these different things that were ready made for the homeless, to where they could just come and pick it up from the center. So that was our goal, and it's still coming off the ground, but we're getting there. So my thoughts on it are very big. When I see somebody homeless, my first thing that I want to do is just go up and talk to them. I don't shy away from them at all. That's not my goal in that. I think I try to understand where they're coming from and if they need anything.
Right, yeah. I mean, very rarely I've ever come across any homeless person that has not been just as nice as can be. I mean, but and there's so many that I know are angels, in
Yeah.
disguise, and they're really angels testing us. Will we give? That's the question.
I do have to tell you something. I was in Orlando when I lived there, and I was heading into my shift, and I usually don't keep money on me in the car just because we had a lot of break-ins in that area where I worked. So I made sure I didn't have any money in the car. Well, this day I happened to just have a $5 bill in my ashtray, and this young kid with these amazing blue eyes, and all I kept thinking was, wow, he's really young to be homeless. And I never seen him on this corner. It's usually the same people usually on that corner, and it was nobody except him. And he had come up to my window because I kind of summoned him to come over to grab the $5 off me. And he looked me right in the eye, and this was before my accident actually. He looked me right in the eye, and he had said, "Thank you, Christina." And I kind of just sat there in shock, like, how did he know my name? And then I never seen him after that. So I do think that we do get kind of tested on that to see if our egos are still attached or if our humanity is.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I know I've talked to some homeless people, and they say, everybody needs to smile. It's in his hands above.
Right.
So,
I agree.
yeah. Christina, for the new folks, why don't you tell the folks kind of about yourself who haven't heard of you before?
Okay, it's a little hard. It's a lot to jumble up. Okay, so I get the question all the time. Did you always have this gift, or did something happen that you just happen to have it? I did grow up with it. My backyard was actually a cemetery, so it was really hard for me as a child. because I didn't really have that family that kind of believed in this. They were very Catholic, and most of the time it was in my head, or I was crazy. And I was very empathic, so I would constantly get dizzy, constantly get sick, nauseated all the time, constantly had the shakes. When I got dizzy, I would really run from room to room, and I think that was technically when I was starting to channel, because I would end up in a room and try to figure out how I just got there. I did notice that I was able to speed up time or slow it down. I was able to jump times, so I would end up in plateau, areas like plateau, or I would end up somewhere and I was trying to figure out how to get back half the time. And when I would end up in these areas, it would dawn on me that it was like this gut-wrenching feeling of, oh my gosh, time just keeps going on and on and on, and now it doesn't stop, and there's no time technically, and we never end, there's no ending. It was like this all-knowing understanding of our soul, not the body. So I had a lot of experiences in that house, and I think that's why I mentor so many kids. And my youngest is 5 years old, and he is amazing. He is truly one of a kind. His first name's Ben. I don't want to give out his last name just for privacy, but his mom is now being mentored by me, and the support between the two of them, the bond between the two of them is just amazing. And I love helping him. He's great. He actually talks to my crystals, and the one day he did a crystal grid. I was playing with the crystals with him, and I wanted to see how he would set up the crystals in a grid. And he bent down and started listening, and I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Business is booming." And this is kind of right around the time when my business at my shop started taking off. And I kind of just shook my head at my assistant, and I was like, "Yeah, it is." And we kind of just chuckled. So these kids are really amazing, and it's great to work with them. But now that I'm an adult now, I'm better equipped to tell people what things that they kind of bend their minds in pretzels, and I'll tell you why. While I was in Orlando, I was an internal investigator, and my job was very negative. I dealt with a lot of negative people, and I was actually heading into my shift, and I got T-boned at 60 miles an hour right through my driver door. And the only thing I really remember is leaving here and going there. And I you grow up thinking, and they always say, "Oh, heaven's up, heaven's up." Well, technically isn't. It's about a hop and a skip to the next room. It was kind of like I just took a knife and cut into the environment and just kind of pulled back like a piece of cloth, and there they were. It was like I was just dropped right in the middle of everything. So I was taken to different areas, and I was taken all around. And I remember at one point I had come back into my car, and I was in my car going, "Wait a minute, am I dead? Wait, what just happened? Where am I at? Why am I stuck in my car? Oh my God, I'm dead. Why am I stuck in my car? Where is everything?" And I was trying to figure this out, and then all of a sudden I was back there again. And then I would be back in my car again, and then next time I was in my car, they were stuffing like a board behind my back. And they were talking about, I heard the EMT to the right of me talking to the guy behind me, saying, "We have to hurry up, her left lung is collapsing. We need to hurry up. We're losing her." So then I passed out again, or I left again, and I came to, and I remember my sister Eve saying to me, "Chrissy, you got to snap out of it. They want me to call mom and dad. They don't think you're going to make it through the night. You got to snap out of this." And then I went back again. So, but each time I would come here and then go back, I was put into another area of different realms, different dimensions, heaven, plateau, different parts of hell. It was all this kind of jumbled up understanding of where we go, why we're going there. What are we learning from? It just, there's a multitude of things. I mean, I could write probably 5 to 7 books on it. There was just so much of it. And I'm trying to give out every single piece of that information slowly. Each time I do a live feed, or each time I put a post out, I'm trying to sum it up into small increments for everybody to learn. So when I do a reading for someone, and I do get a loved one showing me imagery, I know what that imagery is as opposed to another medium, because I was there. another medium would probably bypass it as maybe a symbol of some sort, whereas I'm like, oh, I know exactly what they're talking about. I know that's the area that I was in. I remember that area. I know exactly what they're talking about. So it kind of helps. I'm also, according to my producers, I am the only medium in the whole world that can talk to ICU patients. The thing with me is, okay, so what, you're a medium, so what, you're psychic. How are you different? Because no one has the same gifts. What makes you unique? And I guess with me is I'm able to talk to the living and the dead, living animals, past dead. Now I'm starting to notice when I do a past life reading, I can actually talk to your past life individuals that you were trying to learn from. So say, for example, you lost a husband in a past life. I can actually connect to him so that you can better talk to him and understand what happened in that time frame, and what was the tragic event that you can't let go. It's things like that. I am now getting my PH in parapsychology. It's metaphysical parapsychology. I'm doing a lot of things. I feel like I'm being hurried up. I feel like I'm running out of time. So I'm trying to get the books done. I'm trying to get them written. I'm getting them out. I'm doing my own oracle deck. It's a lot on my plate. And I really do feel like I'm running out of time. So I'm trying to get it all done.
Wow, that's amazing. Why do you feel like you're running out of time?
Because when I was there, they did tell me that I only had a short amount of time, and the thing is, that's the thing, when I came back here, I thought it was kind of funny that somebody put an equation to something that doesn't exist. There is no time, but they make me feel like I'm being rushed, that I only have so much quote-unquote time, to do these things. I can't go into the details of what's supposed to happen because I'm not meant to push out that part of my plan or my mission, but I am trying to get this message out that, there is no desk in heaven that says, hey, Catholics, this way. Everyone is accepted. Hell is not meant for us. It's not meant for souls. It's a whole different learning level. You do have lower energies that are still trying to learn, the ones that are drinking, the ones that are doing drugs, the ones that are committing suicide. They're of lower energy that are still trying to learn. So those ones go to plateau to continue doing that learning. They don't go to hell. It's the same thing with babies not getting baptized. They don't go to hell because the question that I framed to Maria, and that's my spiritual guide, she had explained to me, and I couldn't have come up with this myself. She said, well, what about unborn babies? They were put into the body, they came into earth, they would need baptized too, don't you think? And I said, that is a good question. And it kind of dawned on me that, I didn't see children in hell, and I asked the question, why does the Bible say that, or why does Catholic religion teach this? And this is what was told to me. But it dawned on me when I went through my life review that I was never asked what my denomination was. I was always asked, well, how did you show love in that instance? How did you gain love in that instance? And I think that's the purpose, is why I came back, is not to so much dismiss religion, but to show everyone it's not about religion. It's about love. What are you doing in your daily life to learn and love? It's not about fear and control. It's more about spirituality. It's about connecting to the spirit. I get asked all the time, why do people have tragic events? Why do people have cancer? Why does somebody get a gunshot or a car accident? And my answer every time, it's very simple. The body has to have a way to let go of the soul. This is how it was shown to me. The body has to have some kind of jolt to the system to let go of the soul, because there is a cord that connects. Now, this doesn't so much happen with older souls, or older bodies, because when the body breaks down, and the more it breaks down and gets older, it's easier to let go of the soul, because it's so broken down. It's easy to just let go, and the soul's easier to leave. Whereas you have somebody younger that their mission isn't meant to stay very long, and they need a quick way out. That's where that car accident happens, or a shooting happens, things like this. There has to be a jolt to the system to let go.
Wow, that's great. I love what you say, when you talk about, heaven is I used to think, well, heaven's way up there until, like you said, and I talked to Daniel Brinkley, one of my first interviews I did, and he said, quit saying up there, Michael. He said, heaven is just a little more than an arm's reach away.
Yes.
So I reach up, when I say this, I always reach my hand up, thinking it's just where my ceiling is, just about.
It kind of feels like you're taking maybe a step, like one step up, but you're going into a next room, is how it really feels. And honestly, I get a lot of people asking me questions like, did I do really good at the funeral? Like, did I do everything he wanted me to do? And the answer is, when I left my body, I looked at it as a thing. And that's what most souls do. They just look at it as a thing. It's not really anything to them. And then you kind of look at it like, wow, did I really look that bad? That's basically it. And honestly, when you have to go back into it, it's horrific, because it's kind of like if somebody told you to roll around in mud and you go and take a very invigorating shower after you take those clothes off, and then you get out of the shower and they say to you, okay, now put those clothes back on. It's like that. It feels disgusting when you put it back on. It feels heavy, weighed down. When you break free from the vessel, the body, it feels so freeing and so light. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, and staying in that thought, I think there's a lot of people listening right now, including myself, who get that. If we could break away from our bodies right now, especially some of us who are up there in years, like myself, not too old, but up there in years, a little bit, it would feel so freeing. So I get what you're saying. It really would. And then if you looked up from your body and looked down, I think you would, I get what you're saying. You would look and say, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
All of these material items, the material items, like they say, did we put him in his right suit? Or they say, did we do the headstone good? When you get to heaven, there is no ego attached that would attach yourself to material items. And honestly, when it comes down to it, if you knew where your family was, you wouldn't want them to come back. You would know how freeing it is for them. Because when we come here, this is how I see it. And this is how it was kind of described to me. You are all in a play. You all have your acting roles. You all have your script, your characteristics, your personalities for this play. And you're all kind of doing the play together to learn from each other. Once you're done with that play, you don't go home and continue doing the acting part, do you? You become yourself. So when you pass and you go to heaven, you become yourself, your true self. When I have to do a reading, I have to reconnect the spirit down to here or over here, and to get them to understand or make me understand how they were here. But when I get them to pull back to heaven and I start talking to the loved one that's trying to get the reading, I go into this inspirational, their loved one trying to show them a different way. And they go, wow, they didn't usually talk like that here. And I said, that's because I'm talking to their soul in heaven now. Because they pulled back and I'm seeing their true self. And this is how they're speaking to you now. Because there's a better understanding of how all this goes on and what they want you to know.
Wow. That's what I love talking to you about, and what I've missed is the answers about heaven. I love that. That's really got me started doing this show to begin with. And so I hope we're going to be doing more future shows. I can ask more questions. But
Michael, you're my sidekick. You're my on-radio sidekick.
Yes, your name came up, the other day, and I thought, man, I need to get her back on the show. And so I could see a lot of people agree. The phone lines are just jammed up, and
Wow.
We should take our first caller here,
Okay.
and we have about 25 people on hold, which is one of the records we've had in quite some time, so that's awesome. And so folks who just joined us, Christina Watts is our guest. Christina Christina K. Watts is our guest, the Divine Medium, and we do this in the benefit of our homeless mission, Love in Action. So what we're doing is something beautiful for everybody. As we help the homeless to get a reading tonight. We're doing this in the benefit of the Homeless Project. So please go to either our GoFundMe page or our PayPal address and donate $20, or you can do more. That would be awesome. Or if you want to be a partner with us, please contact us. Jennifer Taylor, who runs Quantum Touch, and also my co-host on LA Talk Radio, is my partner, and so is Susan. But we can definitely use more partners. But for tonight's show, go there, donate $20, and we will bring you up. Now, we're looking for Shauna. Now, Shauna, if you can let me know quickly on Facebook, chat room, unless, Christina, you know Shauna, your area code.
Is it Shauna Campbell?
Shauna Campbell, yes.
Oh, she's the female that I was talking about with the son, Ben, that I mentor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know her area code? No.
I believe it should be 814.
We got a lot of those. Let me see. Your whole state comes out for you. Let me see. I think I'll be able to find her here.
Okay.
And I'll be coming to everybody, as many as I can, in the screening room to help assist you. Let me see. Okay, is this Shauna? 814, are you there? Okay. Well, that's 1814, I guess.
Huh?
Christina, let me check this one here. Is this Shauna?
There's something wrong with my computer.
Is this Shauna? What? Is this Shauna? Yeah. No, okay. Great. Christina, why don't you, would you give out all your contact information, how folks can reach you while I look for Shauna?
Sure.
Great.
The website is very easy, thedivinemedium.com. On Facebook, it's The Divine Medium. And I usually do I've been trying to do a lot of live feeds through my personal page, which is Christina K, C-A-Y, Watts, W-A-T-T-S. And I do a page called Mentoring Medium for my students. I need to get back on that page, though. It's been a while. But the Divine Medium page is always up to date if you need anything. And the website's great. It's fun to get into. There's actually a page called Students Nook for my students or anyone that is looking to get an evaluation done. Or if there is a homicide case that you need worked on, I do work on homicide cases. However, I can't do it through a friend. The family itself would have to come to me because I don't intercede on any cases unless the family comes to me directly.
Okay, I am back here, and Christina, I did find Shauna.
Okay,
so
great.
let's bring her in here. All right, there she is. Welcome, Shauna.
Hi.
Hi, Shauna.
Hey, girl, how are you?
Good. What's your question for me tonight?
Well, you know, we're friends, so you know about what it is that I've been going through over the past, week
Yes.
or so.
Yes.
So I kind of just wanted to touch base on all of that and try to, I just don't know what to do about the situation. I'm very lost. I'm very confused. And it's terrifying. I know when we talked on Facebook before, you're like, I promise everything's going to be okay. But I think given what the situation is, I still can't help but be very uneasy about the situation. So I guess I'm just looking for a little bit of guidance. I have a lot of decisions here that I have to make regarding my health and all these things. So I just am looking for help on what it is I should do.
Shauna, are you on the live feed at all?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to actually show you your cards. Can you see those, Carly? Carly's my monitor, so she's gonna make sure I do this right. As you can see, the throat chakra comes up for you, which is your communication tool. You're communicating conflict and defeat. You're already defeating yourself by the way you're communicating to your guides. So it's causing a lot of disruptions. It's causing you to not sleep very well. It's actually depleting your eating. I don't see you eating well either. It's kind of like you're not having the appetite. You go to eat and you can't take a couple bites, or you're not eating at all. However, this is how I see your contract going. You have few wishes coming out that they're trying to reciprocate back to you. It's like a big, what's that swinging triangle thing that you throw out? Boomerang? Boomerang. Okay. It's kind of like a boomerang effect. Your heart is in this and it's hurting. It doesn't understand why it's happening. However, I am seeing a positive move. You keep pushing out this, I'm already defeated. It's already horribly wrong. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. However, that's not what I'm seeing.
Well, and I think the reason why I'm feeling like that is because I feel like this doctor that I'm dealing with, I said to him, when I spoke to him on the phone, when he called me about my test results, I go, I don't like talking to you. I go, you're like a Grim Reaper.
Yes, he's very, very negative.
Like, no good news for me. I said, I feel like there's no positive side to this.
Yes.
I said, you're telling me I need this hysterectomy. You're telling me I need both of my boobs chopped off. You're telling me, talking about ovarian cancer and breast cancer. And even if I have these surgeries, I'm still at risk for this and I'm still at risk for that. I said, I feel like God has presented me with a platter of diseases. And he's like, here you go. Choose the ones you want. So, I feel like I'm stuck in this situation.
And that's where
do I want to risk breast cancer or do I want heart disease? Like, take your pick, you know? So it's like, I feel like I feel the way I feel because I'm only 34.
Right.
I feel like these are decisions that I shouldn't even really be faced with until I'm like in my 60s or like 70. And it's like I'm 34 years old. I always thought maybe having another child was in my future. And now you're telling me that I have to have all these surgeries or there's this 85% chance of breast cancer. And I feel like it's
Shauna,
not a death sentence.
Here's the thing. Two things are wrong with your sentencing. One, God didn't give this to you. The plethora of buffet that you're talking about, you presented to yourself. So now the fact is figuring out why it's happening. What are you meant to learn from it? And I think I said this to you before. I have literally seen clients and patients that have had cancer and leukemia and have literally gotten rid of it because they healed themselves. They yelled at their body. They said, listen, I'm not doing this with you. You're going to get in an alignment. And half the time they act like they don't even have it. So the more you're thinking about it, the more you're bringing the ailment to the surface. So like if I have a headache and I sit there and go, oh man, I got a headache. Oh, it's horrible. No, I'm not going to take a pill. I'm just going to sit here and complain about it. I got a headache. The headache for me is going to get worse. Instead of just saying, you know what? So what? I have a headache. I got stuff to do. And I just forget about it. And the headache eventually just goes away. I don't even have to take anything. One client of mine actually had leukemia, and then she was supposed to get surgery 2 days later, and her kidney started acting up. It started failing on her. Well, she started yelling at the kidney to knock it off, and the next day her kidney was fine. She was able to get the surgery. She had that much power over her body because her mind was in alignment. And I feel like this is what you need. You need patience. You need to get in alignment with your soul contract, which is what I'm seeing. This is going to work out. I keep saying it over and over. And I told you I would be there every step of the way. I'm not going to leave you at the wayside. You're going to get through this. And if I have to do multiple healings at my shop for you, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
We just have to get you in alignment.
It's just scary. It's just a scary thing, and I feel like there are decisions that that have to be made like very soon. And there's certain days where I'm like, okay, I'm getting the surgeries. This isn't a death sentence. Everything's going to be fine. I feel like I have a plan set in place, and then the next day I'm on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and I feel like, I have to make these decisions, and I feel like it doesn't matter which decision that I make, I'm never going to be like 100% comfortable with. Like, how do you know, like what decisions, I just feel like it doesn't matter what decisions I make, I'm never going to be
Shauna, I have a question for you.
100% sure.
Did you ever think that maybe you were supposed to go through this for Ben?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's supposed to strengthen you and do some kind of challenge to you, because he's going to need something in you, instilled in you already, for when that comes up.
Well, I've been saying through this whole thing.
They wouldn't give you
you
him, Ben. Shauna, they wouldn't have given you him just so you can have this and go away.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I know you talk about soul contracts, and, these are all things, that are decided, that we decide prior to, being born. Sometimes I say, well, I didn't know what I was doing then. I want to go back. I want a new contract.
Well, that's the thing. You get there and you go, okay, I want to try this and this and this, and you get all excited about it because you think you're going to overcome it, and then you come down here and you're like, what the crap did I just get myself into? Like, what did I just do to myself?
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what I was doing.
Exactly.
But sometimes I feel like I want a new contract.
Right.
And I have said a lot over this past week. I have said, I have to do everything in my power and take all the precautionary measures that are available to me medically now. If I get the hysterectomy, my chances of ovarian cancer drops to 1%. If I get the double mastectomy, my chances of breast cancer drops to about 3%. I have to take all the, resources that I have available to me right now and use them. That way, when my kids are older, they can look at me and I can say to them, I did everything in my power, and now at this point, it's in God's hands. And I said, what a better way to show my kids what the actual true meaning of bravery is.
Oh, yeah.
And courage. So I feel like that my mind's kind of already made up. But I just have all these lingering doubts that I just can't for the life of me get out of my head.
I understand. I really do.
I mean, who wants to get their boobs chopped off at like 34 years old?
Right, and then, I have
always praying
to...
for a third kid, and I know when I was at your shop, a couple times you were like, are you trying to have another baby? Because I keep seeing another baby. And I was like, oh, I always did want another baby. Maybe it's going to happen one day. And now I have my doctor saying, no, you have to have a hysterectomy.
No, you don't. What you need to do is have a new doctor. Because I don't see that he's very positive, and maybe that's where all the negativity upon you is coming. Maybe you need...
No, he's not very positive, and I do have another appointment with another doctor at the Joyce Mertha Breast Cancer Center on the 13th to see her. But this thing that he diagnosed me with, this BRCA2 gene mutation, there's 100% I have it.
Right.
It's there. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'll get breast cancer. There's only a 15% chance that I won't. And I go back in my head and say, is that a gamble that I really want to take? Do I really want to play Russian roulette with breast cancer? At the end of the day, are my boobs, and my ovaries and stuff worth that risk? I tell myself, be thankful for what God has already given you, instead of being ungrateful for the things that you want that you maybe necessarily don't have. At the end of the day, I have a daughter, I have a son. It won't be the end of the world if I can't expand my family, but I'm just nervous about these decisions, and how do you know which one is the right one?
Can I tell you something?
If I don't make the decisions and I just let it ride out, I'm always going to have that fear in the back of my mind. Is this mammogram going to be the one where they tell me I have breast cancer? And then if I do the surgeries, I'm going to say, well, should I have done that? Maybe I wouldn't have ended up with breast cancer. So I just don't know what to do.
Right. And I have to tell you something. I don't normally talk about this, especially on the air, but I feel maybe it'll help somebody, especially you. I had to make a very important... No, you're fine. I had to make a very important decision back in 2014, and I lost my son. And I had gone to, we knew we were pregnant. Me and Justin were very excited about it. But however, I was sitting there listening to his heartbeat on an ultrasound, and all of a sudden the doctor's telling me I have to go to emergency surgery because Leo was about to erupt. And I'm in the hospital going, I can't give permission to have somebody kill my child. Like, I was in my head, I can't do this. Well, they took it as a sign of attempted suicide. So they had made me stay in my room until the surgery was done. And then I come to find out that I had some kind of mass on my uterus, and that if Leo hadn't come, that would have been really bad for me because I would have not have known. So technically, his mission was to come and save me from that. So now we have to figure out, why is this happening, and who are you meant to save with it?
Yeah, I mean, I have thought, everything happens for a reason. There's obviously a reason for this. But, I think as human beings, when things like this happen, we can't help but wonder, like, why?
Right.
Even when my dad died, it was like, why did you have to take him? It's like, why did you have to, why is this happening? And you can't help but just wonder why.
Right.
We kind of moved to the next call. Unfortunately, we got so many callers. But
go ahead.
Shauna, thank you so much for your support for the homeless mission.
Oh my gosh, you are welcome. Love and blessings to all. And Christina and I have an appointment with her on June 10th, so
Yes.
I'll see her then.
Okay, honey.
Great.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye,
Have a
honey.
great night.
You too, honey.
All right, bye.
Thanks,
You're
Shauna.
welcome. You're welcome.
Bye-bye. And I just want to say something to all the listeners. I know I spoke to briefly a lot of people in the screening room, and I know people are in different situations, and some folks can't donate, and that's fine. But we have tons of shows. Just about 98% of our shows are free readings all the time. And before this show, we did 2 hours of nothing but free readings. And I've been doing that for the last 9 years. Over 20,000 phone calls I've done with free readings. But if we don't take one specific show and say it's for the homeless, it doesn't happen. The mission doesn't. Because people need to understand is we are the voice of the homeless. They have no voice. They don't have the rich, powerful groups in Washington. Those are for the rich. And I think most people know that. So if I don't speak about this, the mission stops. I've done this too long, and I know if I just put a link up there, no one donates. And this is the hardest thing of the mission, is talking about donations, because it's like pulling teeth. I hate asking people to donate, to be honest with you. It's the worst thing I do, because my heart goes out to everybody. I, like Christina, want to help everybody, but at the same time, we're trying to do one step above that and help the folks that are on the street, that like Burroughs, who had no place for shelter, had to go into a dumpster. But because of these shows, Burroughs has a place now. So isn't that worth it? If you disagree with me, and then I guess this isn't your type of show, but that is where my heart is. Any thoughts on that, Christina?
I don't think anybody should be fighting with you on this. I don't agree with that. This is a show to help others, and if donations is the only way to do it, then that's the way to go. If your guides are showing you an option in your soul contract, in divine timing, and it's popping in your head, it's there because they're putting it there. So nobody should be fighting anybody on anything, especially when the guides are in charge of that. So I'm in agreement with you.
Right.
Yesterday, I did the event at the Cancer Carnival for Lindsay Walters, who is doing amazing with cancer patients, helping 2 children by chance with this whole event yesterday. There was kids passing by, and I heard Maria, give them some crystals, it'll help them, it'll make them happy. I pay money for those crystals, and I didn't see that. I didn't see money. I saw kids smiling because I gave them really cool crystals. That's what I saw. I was guided to do that, and that's what I did. So I agree with you, Michael. You're doing great. Don't let any negativity bother you. Let it go.
Yes, and I knew. Last thing I'll say on this, I knew from day one this is what I was supposed to be doing. Not just this show, but before I started this show, when I was doing my other work, I knew that I was supposed to be helping the homeless. I didn't know how I'd do it, but I knew that was where I was supposed to be. And now I've come full circle, and we are helping the homeless. It's so beautiful to do it. I love it. I wish I could do it every single day if the mission was big enough. But right now, I'm happy where we're at. And before we go to the next call, I just want to say thank you to Elise for donating. She says, keep up the great work. And Amy for donating. Now, if either of you are on the phone lines now, I checked all the phones so far, and I don't find Amy or Elise, so you may have just donated just to help the mission, and I thank you for that. But if you're called in, please let me know in the chat room or Facebook or one of those areas there. So, okay, and we'll be on tomorrow before the 9 o'clock show with a bunch of hours of shows that are all free readings. And I think tomorrow we start at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Yep. Okay, let's go next to our next caller here for Christina K. Watts. We're going to go to Ruth Ann in Colorado. Thank you for your support.
Hi, Christina.
Hey, you made it in.
I did. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. What's your question for me?
Okay, well, my mother passed away, and I just feel whatever she was trying now has passed to me. I just feel like there's a block. I don't know how to rid myself of it. But I just want to be myself again and be able to carry on my happy self instead of feeling this block.
Did you have the block before your mom passed?
No.
Okay. So the traumatic event from your mom passing gave it to you?
I feel like, yes.
Okay. So it's an understanding and connection to your mom. Was she sick?
She was.
Okay. What if I told you she was okay and she wants you to be happy?
That would be amazing. I mean, I know she is. I know she's okay. You know, she's better off now.
Ruth Ann, do you ever feel like there's like a bug in your hair, or you get like a spot in your head that's really itchy all the time?
I have, yeah.
She's laughing. She says that she plays with your hair. That's her doing that to you. She's trying to confirm that she's okay and she needs you to be okay. So once you have that confirmation that she's okay, I feel like that happiness is going to start coming back, because I feel like you wonder if she's around. I think you wonder if she thinks about you. But here's the thing. Spiritual invite is basically them. So how many times you think about her is actually her doing it to you, not you doing it to yourself.
Wow, okay.
Okay. And I know that she's been trying to communicate with you through your dreams, and I know that somewhat you're kind of blocking it. I know that you're having conversations with her, but when you come back to your body, because your soul's not waiting around looking at a watch going, okay, I'm bored, let's wake up now. it's off doing stuff. So it's your soul trying to say to your body, I seen her, but I don't think we're both ready to affirm that to each other. So your body's in alignment with your soul, that you're kind of going through this slow pace of mourning. And once you get past the understanding that she's amazing, she's doing amazing, and she never left you. She's literally right next to you, and she's constantly playing with your hair, letting you know that she's around. I would suggest doing a one-on-one with me to get more in depth with her, because I know we're not going to have time to do it now. But I feel that once you make that connection and you completely get to talk to her, it's going to open that up for you.
Oh, that would be amazing. Okay, so I'll just online try to make an appointment with you.
Great. I'll get you in right away. I know that I'm booked out till August, but I'm writing you down right now, and I'll have my assistant Caitlin put you in right away. Okay?
Okay, thank you, and
Yeah.
that'll help me just release this block.
I
and be able to move on.
truly believe that. I believe that the block started with her, and now it needs to end with her.
Okay, thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, hon.
Bye bye.
Okay, thanks for your call there, Ruth Ann. And again, if you want to contact Christina for a private session, how do folks do that, Christina?
They would just call the shop at 814-254-4523 or go online to the website, thedivinemedium.com. Super easy, and it's not D-E-V, it's D-I-V-I-N-E.
Okay, great. And we do have the contact information listed right here on the show page. And so let's go to our next call here for Christina K. Watts. Let's go ahead and bring in Stan to the show. Welcome back, Stan.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. Hi, Stan.
Oh, Christina, thanks for taking my call.
You're
Can
welcome.
you hear me okay?
Yes, very.
Okay. Yeah, I have a question about a couple things. One is, me, my wife, and our two boys, one is 3 and one is 9, we've been in this apartment on a month-to-month basis, and it was working great for a while, and we decided it's not working out with the landlord. And school's going to be out next week, so wonder what you might be getting around that as far as I've been getting information. You know, I am connected to my guys. I'm in contact with my divine, and just something about Oregon shows up on a regular basis. I lived there for a couple years ago, but I'm wanting to see what you might be doing about that, whether to remain here in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina for the time being, or there's some other place it's more in alignment for us to be.
I'm going to ask you a question. The Oregon, did it come up in the past month at all again?
In the past month?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, since we've been living in temporary housing for about a year and a half, and over the course of that period of time, we've been looking for something more permanent, and several times it's come up, and then it's sort of gone by the wayside, and something else showed up. So
Okay. Here,
it's sort of out there looking.
here's what I'm going to tell you. In your soul contract as it is, that Oregon keeps coming up because your guides they're only following your instructions. So basically when they give it to you a year ago, they're saying to you, okay, you wanted this to come up in your soul contract in divine timing. It's up to you if you take it or not, because you're the only one learning from that experience. So since you didn't take it, it's coming up again in your soul contract by you asking. You said to them, okay, show me Oregon. If I don't take it, bring it up at this time and this time and this time, if I don't keep taking it. So if it keeps coming up, there's a reason why. The reason is that you are going to balance out. You're going to be victorious, and it's going to be a time for less stress and more rest. Because right now I'm seeing a lot of sacrifice and a lot of defeat, and you feel like there's no hope, and there is. They're working for you, not against you. So if Oregon keeps coming up, and I keep getting the number 6 with this, you definitely need to take it. Jump on it, and if your guides are showing you something, they're going to provide for it. I honestly feel a lot of people hold themselves back with fear. Fear, it's dark, just holding you back from what you can accomplish. If you didn't have fear, you would be accomplishing a lot more than what you were expecting to accomplish. If you allow that fear to control you, you're not going to get anywhere.
Okay, let me see if I get what you said. takes to get from here to there. Like, and that's allowed that to get in the way of me going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the obstacles. I see the obstacles.
Okay.
I see the obstacles. And right around this fifth month, you start feeling this disruption. And I feel like something happens to you that makes you want to build that firm foundation to make that decision to go. Because basically what your guides are showing me is you're making a lot of obstacles and challenges and excuses for yourself so that you don't do it. Because they're telling you the only way you're going to be able to do this is if you trust yourself. You have to trust them and you have to trust yourself. So start looking at Oregon. If it's coming up, maybe look in that area for options of jobs, options of places to live, things like this. People maybe you might know in the area. You have to not make the obstacles so challenging for yourself. Because if Oregon's coming up, it means that they're going to provide a way to get you there. Or they wouldn't have it in your mind at all. It wouldn't even be an option.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you saying that. In the last few days, I have been doing that, and it's like all I can think about now. So,
Yeah. Just trust
I
them.
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
The perspective.
You're welcome.
Thank
Just give them a little faith and trust them that they got you this far. You're not homeless.
Okay.
We're not helping you this time.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Take care, Stan. All right. Thanks for your call. All right. Yeah, we don't want to add to the homeless
No.
ring. There's money out there. We don't want to add. That's what happened when Melvin came to the show. Melvin's a long-time listener of my show, and his son was shot. He lingered, and a year later he died, and then he lost his job. And he said, Michael, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lose my apartment. I'm 3 months behind. I've checked with everything. And so we raised, $1,400 for him in 10 days so he wouldn't be homeless. And so that's what you do. It's even in the Bible and in the book of James where it says, you got to do more than just saying, praying for you and out the door you go. You got to do works because without works your faith is dead, it says. And I so believe that.
I do too. I agree.
Okay, let's go to our next caller here. And we want to thank Amy for her support for the mission. Amy, you're on the air. Welcome. Amy, you there? I don't hear you, Amy. Well, I know Christina, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Amy, we don't hear you. Can you let us know in Christina's chat your phone number, please? Maybe I pulled up the wrong. Okay, well, I'll work on that, trying to find Amy. Okay, here she is, I think. Amy, is that you?
Hello?
There you
Can
are.
you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Christina.
Hi, how are you, honey?
Good. Hey, the question I wanted to ask you was, when I met with you last fall,
Okay.
you had mentioned to me something about my health, and I wanted to know if you could elaborate more on that. You just told me to watch over my health.
Okay. Hold on. Amy, are you finding that you're not sleeping very well?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Have you suddenly started becoming bored?
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say bored, no.
Is it like a restlessness you're doing?
Well, yeah, that's a good way of putting it, I guess.
Okay. I'm seeing more stress is going to be coming onto you. And I think that's the awareness. It's an awareness that to not let negative things affect you or let it into your mind. As I'm talking to you, or as you called in, I was pointed to 111, which is my sign for positive thinking. And I'm getting that if you think more positive, this rejoicing over your life will start to happen. Communication, open communication to others. Don't hold back what you're truly feeling. And I do see something new coming up for you within the next 3 months. Something new is to open up to you. I keep getting this repeated 3 over and over again. I feel like you're sacrificing on something and there's a buildup of money coming. But it's like a waiting game. They don't want to talk about just your health because they don't want you dwindling on it. It's not something that's to be negative. It's more to put you into the next level of awareness to what's going on in your life and in your mind. So they want you to start communicating to others what you're really feeling. Don't hold that back, because if you hold it and you bottle it, it's going to tend to start causing ailments that shouldn't be there. Okay. This number 3 is very distinct, so I'm guessing within the next 3 months this awareness is going to start to happen, that you need to sleep better, that you need to start eating better, and don't let any of these negative causes disrupt your true being of what you're supposed to be doing. Keep your mind very positive.
Okay.
Okay, honey?
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay, thanks for your call there, and we're going to, I think, take our final call of the evening here, and let's bring in Christina, our favorite caller, one of our favorite callers, should say. She listens to my show every day, ever since you came on the show over a year ago, Christina.
Your favorite fan.
Carol.
Oh, Carol. That was Bonnie.
Hey, Carol.
Hi, you're making me laugh.
Carol.
Oh, hi, Christine.
Carol, are you his super duper fan?
What's that?
Are you his super duper fan?
Yeah, I think I am. I listen.
Go, Michael.
He keeps me busy. I'm an unfaithful listener. I sure am.
You are.
Michael, thank you.
Oh, God love you.
Christine,
Go ahead.
you know Ben died 4 months ago.
I was not aware. I was not
Yeah,
aware. I'm
he
so
died.
sorry.
You're welcome. My family is going through a lot of issues since then.
Okay. Do you remember
we
me?
haven't
Do you remember me telling you were gonna have some issues coming up?
Yeah.
That was gonna be
Yeah.
it. That was gonna be it. All part of learning. All part of learning. It was meant to happen. I'm seeing some arguments. Is there something with money as well?
Okay.
Do you see the? Did you see the money issue?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
it's all supposed to start moving you in a different direction. Okay, people that you thought were going to be there are going to start slowly pulling away. And that's okay, because that's supposed to enlighten you, bring you up to a higher level than what they're at. You have to just look at everyone as some kind of level of learning, and you're kind of rising above it, and he's helping you along with that. Okay?
Okay.
Don't look at the money. Stay away from any negativity with money, okay? Because money's part of the ego. If somebody's going to try to take something from you, it's understanding that maybe they need it more than you, even though they're doing it in a very negative way of doing it.
Okay.
Okay? Because you're always going to be provided for. Carol, you have so much light on you, it blinds half the people around you. You have so much light on you. You're constantly smiling, even through the roughest patches. and you know you can make it through.
Okay.
Okay, but is there?
We will
Go ahead. Tell me. Give me a specific question that you want to know about.
I just want to know if Ben's okay.
Ben is
your, like,
amazing,
my husband.
and he is walking around. He keeps talking about the walking.
Oh, he couldn't walk when he passed. Oh.
Yeah, he's talking about the
Okay.
walking, and he's walking, quote unquote, walking around.
Okay.
Okay, and his spirit is
Parkinson's
so
disease.
free. Was he connected to stars by chance at all?
Connected to what?
Stars in the sky.
Stars?
Stars.
I don't know.
You know, like when you look in the sky, the stars in the sky.
Yes.
Okay, he keeps talking about the stars in the sky.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Are you noticing the stars lately? Have you been looking at the sky? Okay.
Yes.
He's making you do that. It's a connection to him, the stars in the sky. He says, look to the stars in the sky. He's making you look at them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
He's more than happy. He's more than free, but he has not left you. Please understand that.
Okay.
He hasn't left you. He's there supporting you and cheering you on like you're number one fan.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm getting more sadder now.
Don't get sadder
Seeing
because
pictures, hearing songs and seeing pictures of him, and I was okay in the beginning, but now I'm getting more.
don't get sad because you know what he's doing? He's trying to reach out to let you know he is okay. He's hearing your thoughts because you're wondering if he's okay. So he's doing everything he can to show you that he's okay. He's simply doing what you're asking him to do.
Okay.
So don't think of it as sad. It's thinking it as okay. He's really trying to get to me. He's really trying to show me. Okay. All right, honey.
Okay. Okay. And if I may,
Go ahead.
can you tell me if my son-in-law will be okay?
Yes. Hold on, real quick.
That's one of my issues.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay. His name is Joe.
Okay. Give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Does he not have a lot of patience?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Okay, because I'm getting that he's smart, but he doesn't really have a lot of patience.
Okay.
And he's going through some mental conflict. He's struggling right now with his mind.
Okay.
But he pulls out of it. He definitely pulls out of
Will he
it.
pull out of it?
Yeah, he definitely pulls out of it.
Okay.
And I do see money,
Okay.
money, and a transformation is going on. But he feels like I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustration and lack of patience right now with him. But
Okay.
I'm seeing a transformation and a moving on and money coming to him.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and he'll
See
be
him pulling out of
yes.
this problem. Okay.
Yeah, but I do definitely see that he's running out of he's getting frustrated with himself and he's running out of patience. So I don't know what's going on with the people around him. He's running out of patience around people.
Okay. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay.
But he's going to
All
go
right.
through a transformation and a time of
Yes.
rest. Like it's going to be less stressful, but he's in his head with a lot of conflicts and he's overanalyzing or he's thinking too much, but he's going to move on from this and he's going to gain a transformation and a harvest is coming to him. He's very smart.
okay.
He's extremely smart.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
he'll
and you're right on everything.
he will definitely
Okay.
pull through. He just needs a bit of inspiration and passion.
Okay. Okay. And am I going to pull through this money business?
Yes, but stay away from the
Okay.
negativity. Stay away from the negativity.
Do you see when it'll clear up?
I can't give times because of the soul contract.
okay.
I don't do the psychic thing. I explain to everybody I do not do the implanting. I simply guide you on the soul contract you are on. Because if you took your hand, your right hand, and photocopied it and 3 months later did it again, all those lines would change. So I can't tell you what's going to happen a year from now. If you make certain decisions during the day, they can very easily, quickly change that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So go with the
I
path
see.
that you're on.
You do see it clearing up.
Yes. But you have
Okay,
to stay away
okay.
from the negativity.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? Because that's what's
Okay,
pulling.
good.
That's what's pulling you down.
Okay. I'm trying.
I know.
Fail.
I know. And
trying.
I'm
I
so
keep
sorry.
trying.
I'm so sorry I didn't know about Ben. I'm really sorry.
Oh, you remember when you were up here at my house?
Yeah, that was what, 2 years ago, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a
Yeah.
while since I
About
talked
2
to you.
years ago.
Yeah, it's
And
been a
you
while.
told me it'll be in 2. Yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't remember. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. That's okay. But you do see him at peace.
Yes, very, very, very,
Very
much.
happy.
Very much.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. for
And
me
I,
to
and I'm
think.
sorry I haven't kept in touch. I've been so crazy busy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, Mike. Okay.
Anytime.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
here
you.
for
I'll
you,
keep in
Carol.
touch with you. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
I'll be your light station here for you, Carol. Get you through the darkness.
You
Stick
know.
with the show. You'll get through it. It's always tough. I was just talking to another friend that her mom has passed just a little while ago, and there's family infighting, and it's always like a week or two after the funeral, and then the families start fighting and starting to tear apart.
Yeah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
really ugly.
There is something that a lot of people don't know, Mike, that might intrigue people. When you lose somebody, and you've lost somebody, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
both parents.
Okay, so do you
Teenager.
right, and you remember going through like right after they passed, you remember going through like old memories that you didn't think of, that you wouldn't have thought of? Old memories
Right.
would surface up.
Yes.
I'll tell you what's going on with that a
Yes.
lot of people don't know with their life review. Here's what happens. Your soul is standing next to that loved one while they're going through their soul contract, and you're remembering that memory because they're going over it with you there in heaven. Because your soul is like a particle, it's like an atom, and it breaks up into different pieces. So if you're made in God's image, and He can be everywhere, so can you. So your soul is literally with that loved one in heaven, reviewing that particular moment in time, so that they can learn from it, and so can you. And that's why it's surfacing here on earth, because your soul is going over it. Pretty cool, huh?
Wow. Yeah, very cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, and for folks like Carol and others who've lost loved ones, and they always wonder if Carol asked, is he okay now? If folks would, and I know that's definitely a question everybody has, that they see them during their last moments, and I don't think many people look very good when they're dying. So they look like they are in pain. But they wonder that natural question: Are they still in pain? But if people would help me with my parents, was picking up books of like your story of people with near-death experiences that were over there, and it's like, what did you experience? And when you hear the joy and the happiness that they have and the love that they have and how they want us down here living our full lives, not crying, not being sad, it really, I think, would help you. If you really, that's what helped me.
Yeah, and Michael, the thing is, you have to think of those NDE people as kind of the disciples. They're bringing back the lost books that were taken.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's very accurate. Very accurate. Okay, well, we are going to wrap up, Christina, and I know we're going to do this again, so I'll be in touch. It's a
Great.
fantastic show. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
And,
You too.
great show, great readings, great conversation. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. I will talk to you soon. Thank
Okay,
you for
we'll talk to
having
you
me.
then. Okay. It's a pleasure. Okay. Take care, Christina.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming on again.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you. That's it. How'd I do? I can't read anybody's comments. It keeps freezing on me. I'm sweating bullets. Oh, it's bad. It's bad in here. Phew. Are you having fun over there looking at comments? I'm gonna have to go back and review.
Do you want me to read any to you?
Sure.
I'm so tired.
I know you are. You want to sleep here with me in the big old California
It is
bed?
a California king. I swear.
Let's do snuggle time.
Your cousin said hello.
Oh,
Frank.
hi. Oh, hi, Frank.
And Benita says, hi, Christina. Hoping all is well with you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Monica says, great reading. And that was after, I believe her name was Carol. And Monica shared how the family dynamic stuff that Michael was sharing was happening with her family.
Okay.
And found the call very interesting. Farah said this has been a really fun night. Jody enjoyed it. And Farah commented that Michael sounds exhausted as well.
Yeah, he did sound a little
He
tired
did.
towards the end there.
I thought so. Shauna said you did great with a smiley face.
I love Sean.
Monica said you did fantastic.
Oh, great. Yay.
Lindsay wishes she could have came.
Ah, I know.
Deanna said it was so nice to hear from you.
Yay.
And Farah said I earned a sleeping in tomorrow. Yes. I plan on it. I'm
Yes,
so
Carly
tired.
does belong in bed with her snuggles.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Oh, they're coming in now. I see them.
Yeah. Can you see them now?
I learn so much every time I'm learning to be inspired, being in spirit. Is that right?
I did not see that one.
Mindy, it'll be on the wall. You can read it or watch it anytime you want. Read it.
Can you see the recent ones?
Yeah. Shauna, she goes, I love you too. Shauna's awesome. I love her. Whew, I'm sweating bullets, man.
You have been hot all night. Like even before
Well,
the show
anytime I
started.
go into readings, angels.
Okay.
It's like
Really?
straight heat.
Yeah.
How do you think I heal? It's like straight heat.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I'm burning up. Phew, man, you could cook something on my body right now. Oh, my inbox is blown up. Oh boy. Wait. Who posted a picture? Oh, okay. I thought somebody posted.
Did you see
something.
what Farah said?
No, I'm burning up. you hot, you hot
And she
stuff,
said she could
Farrah.
feel Michael's energy, and it reminded her of a magazine interview that you did.
Oh yeah. That guy was falling asleep.
Oh yeah, he was so low on energy and he was falling asleep.
He was falling asleep. I was doing the interview live.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, dude, get your shit together. What are you doing? Oh, it cracks me up. I have to get Ruth Ann in for an appointment.
And he couldn't find this person. And then I thought they worked it out because I was watching.
I think Amy, yeah, I did talk to her. That was the Amy I think I talked to.
Oh, you did talk to me?
With the health issue, yeah.
Okay.
Or that she thought it was
Oh,
a
good.
health
He
issue.
did. Yeah, he did eventually find
Yeah.
her. It took a little while.
Yeah, that was the health issue that we thought was going on. I don't think it was really anything big. I think when I get a health thing and I say, oh, just watch it, I think it's more stress. If it's something major, I'm going to go more into elaboration with it. I'm not going to just let you stand in there. So that's why I keep thinking that had to have been a stress thing. And then when I was pulling the cards, I'm like, yeah, it was a stress thing. Yeah. Because I don't usually just let somebody hanging like that. That's weird. When she kind of said that, I was like, I wonder why I would say that. It has to be a stress thing. Like, it was kind of like going in my head, like, that has to be a stress thing. And then when I started pulling, like, yeah, it's stressing. So it's all good. It worked out. Farah inboxed me. Hey, Farah. Wait, I don't... Hey, John, you sexy beast. We love John D. Portola. We need a number to call. Ruth Ann, if you're still on, we're going to need a number to call you. However, I'm going to post the number to the shop. So that you can call in to the shop. We're going to be pretty busy Monday, but if you call in Monday around 1, I'm pretty sure my assistant can get you in. But we don't have your number to call, so I'm hoping that you're still on. Okay, guys, that's it. I gotta go get something to eat. Every time I do readings, I'm like famished.
I know.
Give me food.
Yeah.
Grabbing everything, stuff in my pie hole. Give me food. Ice cream. Oh wait, I think she did comment her. Ouch! Why did I just do? I just bumped myself. 7. She just totally gave her number out to everyone. Everybody call Ruth. Everybody go rogue and call Ruth. Everybody just start inboxing her. Just start texting her emojis. No cereal, Deanna. Oh, maybe though. I could eat cereal. But I did get some really yummy buffalo chicken deli meat and some baby Swiss. So yummy. Just getting all warm and fuzzy thinking about it. This is why you miss me.
Yeah. Gonna stay.
This is why I love you. Okay, unplug me.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, guys. It's been for realsies. I'm gonna go and spend time with my daughter, who just got in yesterday. And Justin, because I won't see him for 4 days. He works. Yay for me. So I will see you guys soon. And I love you and thank you for tuning in. And next time I do another radio show with John. Oh my God, not John. I'm thinking of John DiPartola. See what you do to me, John? God. Because I'm thinking about inboxing him. Michael. Michael, I apologize. Next time I do a show with Michael, I will definitely go live again. I'm going to call you blocked number in a scary way. Farrah has always got to go rogue. John's laughing at me because I called Michael John. Oh boy, that's how tired I am. Okay, no more readings for like 3 days. I'm good. No more readings. I'm done for 3 days. That's all I've been doing is reading for the last 2 days. Okay, guys, I love you, and I'm gonna go. And Carly's going to hit the finished button. But I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.